Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's Dancing with the Stars review and recap.
I feel faint.
Oh, we'll get there.
Alright, so
we're going to start it off with a shout out to Jet Above Clouds.
She's all sister from another mother. Yes.
Sister from another mister.
Ooh.
I made that up. It's kind of cheesy.
Jet, we love you. You've been there since the beginning. Love you. So it's either Samba or Rumba.
Oh.
Nice.
Good choices.
Yes, I think so. I love them both. So Marie and Johnathan started off the show with a Samba.
Yeah. This was supposed to be like Marie's dance. Like, this was her bring it out 10 dance. And it wasn't.
It was like a polar bear. You know, she looked good in the beginning. Like, she kind of came out, but even though the music was like half the speed it should have been.
Yeah.
But then it kind of, I don't know, fell apart.
It just, like, slowed down.
Was she dehydrated?
I don't know. Something happened because after the dance, she was, like, huffing and puffing. I was like, whoa, what is going on? And then all of a sudden, she's like...
I couldn't believe it. She hit the floor like a rock.
Yeah.
And,
commercial.
And Len was just looking, like, disgusted. Like...
Carrie Ann was like...
Yeah. Do I get up? Do I sit down?
Yeah.
Do I get up? Thank God she's alright. Marie, we love you. Yeah. The best thing about you passing out was that we didn't have to listen to what the judges had to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they gave you a 21. You know, I think you deserve more than that.
I think it was better than that. Like, I mean, it wasn't good that time, but I think she had something going on.
Something was going on. She
like,
wasn't feeling
that wasn't
right.
her best that she could have danced that.
Right. She seemed really disoriented, like, toward the end of the dance.
They're overworking her.
I think
Johnathan, bring it down a notch.
I know. You look like a nice guy on the outside, but I bet you're a devil at the dance studio. You're working poor Marie. For crying out loud, she had 8 kids. Come on. That's got to be worth something. Jane and Tony were up next with a Rumba.
Oh.
And the piece beforehand... Tony's kind of a douche.
He's a hard ass.
But she likes it. Okay.
I don't think that's what hard ass means. I just realized.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. For some reason, I was like second guessing. I was like,
yeah.
That's not what that means.
Well, it was slow, but it was great.
As Len would say, great.
She was looking hot in that outfit. She's a cougar.
I don't know how she keeps that body when she's like old.
She's just born like that. It's in the genes. 26 for Tony and Jane.
What a cougar.
Tony Dovolani. Okay. I love that.
Me too.
Mark and Kim.
Mark and Kim had a Samba.
Or Samba.
Samba. So, they had to use gimmicks because...
They suck. Well, he does.
She doesn't.
And you know what? I think he actually has 2 left feet. I think it's true. I
just
really
like
do.
in Best in Show?
Exactly. Just like Best in Show. And you know what? What else can we say about him? He's a cheap bastard. He just wants to resort to tricks to stay another week.
I do have respect for him in the business world.
I don't.
I mean, like, he came from nothing, but...
I guess, but you know what? That doesn't mean he didn't cheat his way up to the top.
He's kind of a jerk.
He is kind of a jerk, and he's got the devil eyes.
So, they got a 21.
Exactly.
That's higher than usual.
He was expecting an 18.
It was entertaining.
I didn't think it was very entertaining at all because, you know what? The dude from Dallas, Larry Hagman, never wore those glasses. He was no nerd. He was hot. Okay, so Sabrina and Mark were up next with another Rumba.
This was so hot.
Sexy, sexy, sexy.
Okay, so at their rehearsals, Mark's mom showed up, who was a champion
Mrs. Ballas.
Latin dancer, and she was helping him out. She's like, "Are you uncomfortable being sexy with my son?"
I don't know what the big deal was because, you know, it shouldn't be a big deal. You're a professional.
You need to understand.
What?
You put everything into it.
Yeah.
You can't just fake that.
Yeah, you can.
No, that has to be
for
you. It has to be for
I feel dirty now. I feel like I was looking at something I shouldn't have been looking at. They got a 28. Thank you, Bruno. You were the only one.
He's the only one who saw
the potential.
the 10 in that.
Yeah. Jennie and Derek were up next.
Samba.
They started out strong, and then what happened?
This happens a lot with Jennie. I think she
Yeah.
needs to work on her stamina.
Yeah, she seems to fall apart toward the end, you know.
But I thought it was pretty good.
I didn't hate it. But you know what? Len has a crush on her. And that certainly is helping her cause.
So does Carrie-Ann.
Right. So 25 for them. Helio and Julianne.
Woo!
Rumba.
Yes.
Hot, hot, hot.
This was difficult for Helio because he is such a smiley person.
He's a happy guy.
And this had to be like sexy.
Yes.
So he had to put the smile away.
He's sexy, but he's not mad sexy. I thought it was 212 degrees. Kelvin. No. It's chemistry week.
It is.
So yeah, let's celebrate. I loved the turtleneck. I'm sorry, I don't like when ballroom dancer dudes wear like the onesies that are like open down to the belly button. I prefer the turtleneck. It's much sexier.
You know, I could go either way. It depends. It depends.
I don't like a wax chest. And you know what? All that hair on an open thing, not pretty either.
So anyway.
Is Carrie-Ann high with this?
The stance was hot. And these judges were effed up.
W-T, wait for it, F.
Carrie-Ann gave them like an 8. Len gave them a 7.
7?
How can you go and give Mark Cuban the same score that you give Helio?
Yeah. Not cool.
No.
Mm-mm.
It's messed up.
One of my
They're
favorite...
just not consistent.
One of my favorite dances of the night's coming up next. Mel B and Maksim. Spice up your life. God, I love that. I am such a teeny bopper. They did a samba to Spice Up Your Life, the old Spice Girl song.
Yep.
And it brought me right back to Scary Spice on the street corner there, you know. It was great.
Right.
It was great. Don't you remember that little album you had with all the Spice Girl photos in it?
No,
Collector?
we bought that separate.
Okay. That was hot. I was a big Spice Girl fan. What can I say? I'm a loser. It was the only dance of the night that was performed at the right tempo.
I don't know.
Pretty much.
I don't know.
29. Why was this not a 30?
Dang, Mel.
It really should have been. Yeah. I think she's cutting back on the cigs.
She has to when you're like dancing around like that.
Yeah,
oh my gosh.
that was great. We gotta give her a round of applause. LB.
And she was sick the whole week.
I know, that too. Amazing. I hope they ask her to redo her dance tomorrow for the encore. No, the Ask Jennie Garth. Okay, so Cameran and Edyta Slovinska. Next.
They had a rumba.
Was she wearing dental floss?
I wasn't feeling her costume at all.
She always has these freaky deaky costumes.
Sometimes they're hot, sometimes they're not.
Mostly not.
So anyway.
And she's a hot lady.
The costume.
Yeah, sorry.
So,
did your foot come off the ground?
their dance was pretty good.
Did your foot come off the ground?
No!
Well, maybe.
Yeah, it did.
Well, I'm gonna
They definitely had a little lift.
deduction.
They had a lift.
Well, I don't know what the whole big friggin' deal. As long as you're not like flipping them over or doing like a.
I know.
Come on. I liked it. I thought it was his best dance so far for him. And they gave him a 26.
He's getting better and better.
I think so too. And you know what's gonna be on tomorrow's show?
Pregger's J-Lo.
J-Lo and her twin fetuses. I can't wait.
Will Mark Antony be in the audience?
Oh, you know it. You know it.
Skeletor.
And about 50 bodyguards too,
Yeah.
I'm sure. And then they tout this as a dance that will blow the roof off the place. A 50s dance number.
Yes!
I love the 50s dance number.
50s rock and roll.
I hope they're not having the people on the show do it. I hope they're having like a guest do it because I want to see something outrageous. Okay? So I can't wait to see who's going tomorrow, Mark.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be you because I saw you on your little video package paying everyone off on PayPal. So yeah, vote for Mel B. We want her to stay. Yeah, well, he's staying. Everybody loves him.
Are you sure?
Mel B was in the bottom 2 last week.
Come on, people.
That's ridiculous. Spice up your life. Till next time on Beyond Reality Dancing with the Stars. Much love.